Good evening, 7:30 p.m. Time to call the regular meeting of the Washington Courthouse City Council to order. Mr. Hawk will give us the invocation and I will lead us in the pledge.
Heavenly Father, I thank you for the privilege of being part of this group. I thank you for the city that we live in. And I thank you for our country and for all the things that you've given to us. And I pray that you would help us to always be grateful for what we have and the many blessings you've given to us. I pray, Father, that you would go with us tonight as we deliberate over different issues, that we would have a balanced mind, that we would do what's best for the citizens of our community. And I pray that we would have a true love for each one of those around us. And I ask this in your name. Amen.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Ted. Roll call, please.
Blair.
Here.
Hawk.
Here.
Hernandez. Here. Johnson.
Here.
Lynch.
Here.
Schultz.
Here.
Chrisman.
Here. Next is the approval of the minutes of the regular council meeting held November 22nd, 2021. Any questions, comments, changes, improvements?
I'll make a motion to accept, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Blair.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez. Yes. Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes. Business session, communications, Mr. Denon.
None.
Thank you. Moving into the report of council committees. Economic strategies. Ms. Hernandez, I assume, yes.
Economic Strategies and Cooperation Committee met in the City Council chambers of 105 North Main Street on Wednesday, November 22nd, 2021 at 5 p.m. I presided, and those in attendance were Mr. Dale Lynch, council member, Mr. Caleb Johnson, council member, Mr. Steve Schultz, council member, Mr. Jim Blair, council member, Mr. Ted Hawk, council member, Mr. Jim Chrisman, council chairperson, Mrs. Chelsea Baker, economic development director, Mr. Mark Pitstick, city attorney, and Mr. Joseph Denon, city manager. Number 1, the committee reviewed progress with industrial development. Number 2, the committee noted the status of various development and expansion projects within the community and downtown area. Number 3, the administration advised the committee that discussions continued regarding arch development downtown. Number 4, the committee benefited from a review regarding branding downtown. Number 5, the committee reviewed progress with commercial development. The administration advised the committee that a new business plaque was presented to Path Behavioral Health Facility. Number 6, the committee benefited from a review regarding downtown events. The administration encouraged citizens' participation and support of the upcoming Small Business Saturday to be held Saturday, November 26th. Number 7, the committee noted that the Christmas parade would be held on Sunday, November 27th at 3 p.m. Number 8, the administration advised the committee of the upcoming downtown live event to be held on December 10th, 2021 from 4 to 8. The committee noted that the Business Advisory Council, BAC, for Fayette County would begin meeting in January. The administration advised the committee of the benefits of local interest. The committee noted continued efforts to bridge the gap between local business needs and schools within the community. Number 10, the committee noted that discussions continued regarding Community Action Strategic Plan for Workforce Development. Number 11, the committee benefited from an update regarding the status of the Fayette Regional Humane Society building project. The administration advised that the outreach efforts continued for funding the new facility. Number 12, the administration advised the committee of a T-Mobile grant opportunity. Number 13, the committee noted that an advertisement video was being completed for the encouragement of business activity within the City of Washington Courthouse. Respectfully submitted, myself and Kelly Ford, recording secretary.
Thank you. Any questions, comments on Ms. Hernandez's report?
I make a motion we accept as read.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Blair,
Yes.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Lynch,
Yes.
Schultz,
Yes.
Christmas.
Yes. Moving to the purple sheet, Mr. Lynch, Finance and Personnel meeting.
All right, the Finance and Personnel Committee met in the City Council chambers of 105 North Main Street on Wednesday, November 22nd, 2021 at 6 p.m. I presided, and those in attendance were Mr. Steve Schultz, council member, Mr. Jim Blair, council member, Mr. Ted Hawk, council member, Ms. Kendra Hernandez, council member, Mr. Caleb Johnson, council member, Mr. Jim Chrisman, council chairperson, Mr. Joseph Denon, city manager, Mr. Mark Pitstick, city attorney. The committee benefited from a review of the statement of cash for the month ending in October. The committee benefited from a review of the investments of the City of Washington Courthouse. The committee recommended that the supplement appropriation be brought to council. The committee discussed the direction regarding need for the replacement of the position of Director of Finance. The committee recommended that Strategic HR Incorporated prepare all documents needed regarding the open position. In addition, the committee recommended that legislation be brought to council authorizing that the chairperson of council and vice chairperson of council to sign necessary financial documents while the finance position was open. The committee noted that additional projects and services required of the Human Resource Department. The committee recommended that the administration proceed with an increase of hours during the first quarter of 2022. Review and adjustment to follow as needed. The committee by consensus concluded that the open checkbook be a goal for 2022. The administration advised the committee that the 2022 budget would be available the first week of December for review, and that a budget work session would need to be scheduled after that date. The administration advised the committee in response to the past COVID-19 issues, the need to provide computers in police patrol cruisers through the American Rescue Plan. The committee recommended legislation be brought to council for the purchase of computers for each police cruiser. The committee discussed the question of the COVID bonuses for employees and reviewed the proposed legislation regarding the same. The committee recommended that proposed legislation be brought to council. The committee recommended that legislation be brought to council approving the reappointments of Dr. Alan Griffiths and Mr. Hank Rosman to the Civil Service Commission. The committee recommended that legislation be brought to council approving the reappointment of Mrs. Ann Quinn to the Historic District Review Board. The committee recommended that legislation be brought to council approving the reappointments of Mr. Ron Sockman, Mrs. Nancy Hammond, and Mr. Terry Fike to the Local Board of Tax Review. The committee recommended that legislation be brought to council approving the reappointment of Marlene Rankin to the Tree Committee. Submitted by myself and Kelly Ford, Recording Secretary.
Thank you. Any questions or comments on Mr. Lynch's report?
Do I get paid extra for that long report?
Yes, you have an extra bag of chips. Long as you don't get the salt and vinegar.
I'll move that the minutes be accepted as read.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Blair,
Yes.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Lynch,
Yes.
Schultz,
Yes.
Christmas.
Yes. Moving into reports of city officials, Mr. City Manager, Mr. Denon.
Thank you. If you have bag leaves, you need to give us a call at 636-2380. We'd like to get those all taken care of. Remember, Shop Small runs to December the 18th. Thank the Chamber of Commerce, Fire Department, Police Department, and Street Department for the Christmas parade and all the participants in the parade. And I would like to specifically thank Randy Kelly and David Woolover for their work on making sure that everybody in the community had the opportunity to watch the parade, because they were upstairs here in the office and did a wonderful job. Remember Downtown Live December the 10th starting at 4 o'clock. Hopefully we have decent weather for that. Even if we do not have great weather, all those shops will still be open and you're encouraged to support that event and take advantage of that wonderful opportunity. It is a great family, holiday, Christmas time event. I'm Park Train display. I gave you a copy of the photograph of the caboose. The folks of the Fayette County Railroad Preservation Society, and I won't go through naming them all because I'm sure I'll forget somebody. They do wonderful work down there, and every time this time of year they get out in the cold and they string lights around that caboose, and as much work as they put into the caboose, I thank them that they're willing to put lights on it. Because if I worked as much on that caboose as they have, I would want that thing encased in glass. They have done a wonderful job. We all noticed that we had the first snow of the year. Thankfully, it wasn't a whole lot. Street Department did a lovely job and would like to thank them. And if we're lucky, that is the only snow we will see all year. It usually doesn't work out that way. So we are ready to go. We have trucks, we have salt, and I hate for school kids to hear that, but we are ready to move snow if that should be needed. And would like to conclude by wishing everybody Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Mr. Denon. Does anyone have any questions or comments on Mr. Denon's report? Moving on, seeing no director of finance, obviously, city attorney skipped the country, so local residents, taxpayers didn't come up, so we'll move to the next page. Fingers working. Legislation previously introduced, ordinance number 15/2021, second reading.
I'll move that we place ordinance number 15/2021 on second reading.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Blair.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Ordinance number 15-2021, amending ordinance number 15-2020 by providing supplemental appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Washington Courthouse, Fayette County, Ohio, during fiscal year ending December 31st, 2021.
Thank you. New legislation in writing. Item A, ordinance number 16-2021, first reading.
I'll make a motion that we place ordinance number 16/2021 on first reading.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Blair.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Ordinance number 16-2021, an ordinance authorizing chairperson and or vice chairperson of council to sign all documentation necessary for the continued operation of the finance department in the absence of the finance director.
Thank you. Item B, resolution number R41, 2021, first reading.
I'll move that we put resolution R41 2021 on first reading.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Blair.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Resolution number R41-2021, a resolution confirming Joseph J. Denon, City Manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, reappointment of Dr. Alan Griffiths to the Civil Service Commission for the term concluding December 31st, 2024.
Item C, resolution number R42, 2021, first reading.
I'll move that we place resolution number R42/2021 on first reading.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Blair.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Resolution number R42-2021, a resolution confirming Joseph J. Denon, City Manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, the appointment of John King Rossley to the Civil Service Commission for the term concluding December 31st, 2024.
Item D, resolution number R43, 2021, first reading.
I'll move we put resolution number R43, 2021 on first reading.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Blair.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Christman.
Yes.
Resolution number R 43-2021, a resolution confirming Joseph J. Denon, city manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, reappointment of Ann Quinn in the Historic District Review Board of the City of Washington Courthouse for a term concluding on December 31st, 2025.
Item E, resolution number R 44, 2021, first reading.
I move we place resolution number R 44, 2021 on first reading.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Blair.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Christman.
Yes.
Resolution number R 44-2021, a resolution confirming Joseph J. Denon, city manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, reappointment of Ron Sockman to the Board of Tax Review for a term concluding on December 31st, 2023.
Item F, resolution number R 45, 2021, first reading.
I move we place resolution number R 45, 2021 on first reading.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Blair.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Christman.
Yes.
Resolution number R 45-2021, a resolution confirming Joseph J. Denon, city manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, reappointment of Nancy Hammond to the Board of Tax Review for a term concluding on December 31st, 2023.
Item G, resolution number R 46, 2021, first reading.
I'll move we put resolution R 46, 2021 on first reading.
Second.
Thank you. Any questions, or discussion of any kind? Roll call, please.
Blair.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Christman.
Yes.
Resolution number R 46-2021, a resolution confirming Joseph J. Denon, city manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, appointment of Terry Fike to the Board of Tax Review for the term concluding on December 31st, 2023.
Item H, resolution number R 47, 2021.
I move we place resolution number R 47, 2021 on first reading.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Blair.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Christman.
Yes.
Resolution number R 47-2021, a resolution confirming Joseph J. Denon, city manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, reappointment of Marlene Rankin to the tree committee for the term concluding December 31st, 2025.
Item I, resolution number R 48, 2021, first reading.
I'll move that we place resolution number R 48, 2021, first reading.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Blair.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Christman.
Yes.
Resolution number R 48-2021, a resolution authorizing Joseph J. Denon, city manager of the City of Washington Courthouse or his designee, to enter into a contract with Central Square for the purchase of computer software.
Next, item J, resolution number R 49, 2021, first reading.
I'll move that we place resolution number R 49, 2021, on first reading.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Yes, I have a question. I was reading this resolution and there was a point made that it's a woman-owned company. What difference would that make? I mean,
My
we should
experience
go
would
by
be
the
it just
quality
costs
of it
more.
rather than whether it's a, what'd you say?
I said my experience would be it just costs more.
Well, I think it's all equal, but why distinguish that it's a woman-owned company? I just,
Is it their contract?
pardon?
Is it their contract, or is it in the resolution, or is it part of the contract that was attached?
It's in, back in the,
Oh, back here.
in the detailed part. I mean, it's not a big deal, but I just, I think we should look at the quality rather than what gender made it.
We did.
It's on the last page, you said?
It's on, well, it would be, I have a bunch of these.
About halfway in.
Gov Direct, isn't it? I don't even see it now.
Is that Central Square? Is that the one we're looking
Maybe
for?
it's Central.
I don't see some, there's nothing on Central Square about a woman.
I'm looking through the Gov Direct and I don't see it.
That's it.
Oh, I see what you're saying there.
Or maybe it's in this part.
There's part here, where
Oh, woman
it
in.
says woman in.
That's their advertising.
It's there.
Yeah,
That's their advertising, Ted. If that's the piece of paper you're talking about.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
not that big a deal, but I just,
Okay, so it's just them being proud of being women-owned.
okay. That's, which is good.
Any other discussion on this resolution? Roll call, please.
Blair,
Yes.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Lynch,
yes,
Schultz,
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Resolution number R 49-2021, a resolution authorizing Joseph J. Denon, city manager of the city of Washington Courthouse, or his designee, to enter into contract with Gov Direct for the purchase of computer equipment for end-user use.
Item K, resolution number R 50/2021, first reading.
I'll make a motion that we put resolution number R 50/2021 first reading.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Blair.
Yes.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Lynch,
yes,
Schultz,
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Resolution number R 50-2021, a resolution confirming and directing the execution of the request of Joseph J. Denon, city manager, that a bonus payment of $500 be paid to all full-time employees of the city of Washington Courthouse to recognize their service to the community during the pandemic and to encourage employee retention.
Thank you. Gee, that's all of them? Moving on to item D, miscellaneous, Mr. Johnson.
I just also wanna say, I think, the street department does a good job every year, and, you know, I didn't look at the weather, so I wasn't expecting snow when I left my house last night, but, I think they always do a great job, and I look forward to them continuing to do a great job this year. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Hawk.
I noticed this year and in the last few years that not much is said about Pearl Harbor Day on December 7th. It's almost ignored anymore. And I think it's a shame all the people who gave their lives. And that was a pretty big day in our history. And so, not to be negative about it, but in a positive way, I just want to applaud all those people and all the families of, and descendants of those people that died. And, you know, drowning in the bottom of a ship, not being able to get out, and those kind of things, and being politically incorrect. The Japs, as they flew over, smiling, you know, about what they were doing. That was it was a really, like President Roosevelt said, a day of infamy, if he's the one that said that. But, and I had a good time at Thanksgiving. Really enjoyed being with the rest of the family. We have a yearly touch football game. It's pretty well attended, the family members down in Lucasville, across from the prison down there, actually. But we play on a football field. And, my goal every year is not to hurt somebody when I'm playing. I didn't hurt anybody, and I was on the winning team.
So they let a few of the relatives out to play?
Well, actually, my children look at me as an old man now, and they let me be the center. And all I had to do was hand the football off, and I didn't have to do anything, and I was on both teams, so I can say I was on the winning team.
Both teams.
And, also, in praise of a woman-owned company, I, talked with one of the employees, which is Terry Wilson, of a company that we have working for us. And, I really like him, and, I tried to advise him on how he could do his job and so on, but no, actually, in seriousness, I had a really good talk with him over coffee, and, I think he'll do a good job, and, the thing that I would like to see is that we could engender a feeling of trust for him, and that people would not be afraid to go to him. And, cause I do think he's trustworthy, and I think he would be a confidential person and do what he's supposed to do and handle things in a proper way. And I think we have some issues in the city that, he can address, but we gotta get over the hurdle of people feeling free to talk to him. So, I think that's probably natural, but I don't know what you do about it. But anyway, I told him that I felt for him, that he does have a hurdle there to overcome. And, so I wish him well, and I wish all the three of you that are on the committee, that deal with this, position, and, I'm behind you till I see you make a mistake of some kind. No, but I think you've done a good job bringing them in, and I think it's a good thing, and I think that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hawk. Mr. Schultz.
Also, I wanna remind everybody that Downtown Live, that's coming up this coming Friday, so we're all hoping for good weather, cause it is quite an event, when you're down. If you've never been to one of the Downtown Live, you wanna make sure you at least drive through town or stop, because it is really something to see all the characters downtown walking around. And the little band, what's the name of that band that plays?
We're not having them this year, but yes,
Yeah,
the
the
Super Fun
band.
Band, I don't think they're coming this
Okay,
year.
I was thinking there was, okay,
Yeah.
okay, never mind. But anyway, see all the characters, hopefully it's a good evening for that, so we're looking forward to that, so. But the other thing is, give yourself I see on news today that 787,000 people have died from the COVID. And that's more people that died during the Civil War. So give yourself a Christmas gift and get your vaccination if you're not vaccinated. If you are vaccinated, get your booster, because that is just unreal number of people that have died from COVID, and they really didn't have to. So I encourage everyone that can get a vaccination, get it. If you've got your vaccination, get the booster. So that is a Christmas gift you could give to yourself for life. So that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Blair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have a plethora of quotes from Mr. Abe Lincoln. Since I didn't have anything last time, I'll kind of take my extra minute here. It won't take long. But he's one of my favorites, him and Ronald Reagan. I read everything I can get my hands on. And here's a few quotes from Mr. Lincoln I think would help us if we could heed some of these. The first one is, you cannot help the poor by destroying the rich. You cannot strengthen the weak by weakening the strong. You cannot bring about prosperity by discouraging thrift. You cannot lift the wage earner up by pulling the wage payer down. You cannot further the brotherhood of man by inciting class hatred. You cannot build character and courage by taking away men's initiative and independence. And finally, you cannot help men permanently by doing for them what they could and should do for themselves. That's all I have, Mr.
Very
Chairman.
good, thank you. Ms. Hernandez.
Well, Steve touched on Downtown Live. Joe got the train, which I get to go by every night, and we talk about it every night. It's a topic of conversation, so I do appreciate all the work that they do there. But the other thing, I'm in the middle of Christmas craziness all the time, and so when I come from work, it's just nice to be able to drive by homes and see how beautiful the lights are. It soothes me. But it also just, it's a good thing to have right now with all the COVID, I think. It makes everybody's spirits perk up, and we're celebrating something positive. We're spending time with family and friends, and so I guess I want to thank those people who do take the time to decorate their homes and, you know, make it their own. And some people go all out and crazy, and others are very subtle, but I love it all. So that's it.
Thank you. Mr. Lynch.
Ted, I wanted to tell you, when I was introducing the national anthem at the basketball game last night, I asked people to stand and to recognize the country that was attacked 80 years ago at Pearl Harbor, and to honor those who fell in that event, and to honor those who serve our country today. So I didn't forget that yesterday, and I met it there at the basketball game, and I agree with you. It's one of those events in history that really shouldn't be forgotten. And so I did mention that yesterday. Being a history person, I knew it was December 7th, so 80 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, and thank you for doing that last night. As Ted said, as you repeated, it is kind of a forgotten holiday, and that's a shame. I don't know why, it always sticks with me. A day or two before, oh, it's coming up.
Yeah.
I don't do anything about it, but I do remember it. Anyway, that's about all I have. Thank you. How about a motion?
I'll make a motion to adjourn, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Look, you need a second.
Second.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting in a hurry.
Kendra, second.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Roll call, please.
Blair.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Christie.
Yes, thank you all for coming. See you, well, some of you tomorrow.